Okay, so as most people know about me, is I write stories about what I feel are past lives. I have been writing them since I was about 16. My first one was called A Night's One True Love, and I left that with my true love, and he won't give it back. So I had to move on from that, but that's a story lost that I need back. But either way, today's story that I will be reading is this one. It's a story kind of based off of Beauty and the Beast, but it's not, and it's kind of controversial because of the fact that it talks about angels and demons and God and my take on God and my take on the world and how it is. And I believe in magic wholeheartedly, that if you manifest something, you can bring it to you, that kind of thing. I grew up Wiccan, so my books reflect that I grew up that way. So this one is like very controversial with God and all of this. The one before it, Spirit of Love, it talks about God and how the Wiccans and the pagans were like taken over by Christianity and how they felt and all of that. But anyway, back to this one. This one is called Heart of Divine Love, and it's a take on Beauty and the Beast. I may go deeper into the story later about where I pick up at this point. But like I said, they're dreams or premonitions or whatever you want to call them. So I pick up writing where the dream or whatever takes place. So, Heart of Divine Love, an untold story novel. Chapter 1, The Falling of Chivalry. All Princess Clarissa could hear was the chaos outside. She runs down the long hall to her sister's room, and she jumps into her bed. Lacey, wake up! Do you hear that? Lacey says, yes, it's the dragon. The two girls quickly get dressed and run outside. Army is standing outside. Grayson and their parents. With Grayson and their parents, Clarissa and Lacey had never seen the wizard, Grayson, in armor. He had his snake staff in the air. Clarissa sees the dragon and looks at her sister and points to the sky and says in French, Lacey, look! She says in Latin, Clarissa, it's the dragon. So pretty. The two girls run over to their mother and father and Grayson. Grayson says, I cannot keep this protection spell over the castle grounds for long. Go to Umberterra. My sister Lucinda is waiting for your arrival. Tell her I died honorably, please. The king says in French, my friend, you will not be forgotten, and Lucinda will know that you died protecting the people you hold in high respect. Grayson says in French, it was my pleasure serving you and your family, my friend. Now get your family out of here before it's too late. The king turns to his wife. She's crying. What about my kingdom? My first battle, and I could not save my kingdom. The king turns to his wife and says, our first battle left. We can't fight a dragon, Lily. Queen Lily says, I could try. My father worked so hard for this kingdom to keep it strong, and I fail. King Kenton says, Lily, darling, we need to go now. He pulls her slightly. She runs inside and grabs two small babies and heads to the carriage. It would be 3 long days. before they reach Umberterra. Once they reach it, a woman with long red wavy hair, sky blue eyes. She looked younger than Grayson, but a lot like him. King Candela Chivalry walks over to Lucinda, says in French, "Lucinda, your brother Grayson fought defending us in battle against the dragon Lucis. I am so sorry for your loss, my child." She says in French, "So, my brother is in the Shadowlands now?" Clarissa walks up to her and says, "Even though Lucius is the strongest dragon in the realm, I believe he is still alive. Grayson is the strongest wizard in our land." Lucinda says, "Well, anyway, welcome to Umberterra. I'm Lucinda Linish." Two little boys run out of the castle gates. Lucinda says, "And these are the youngest princes of Umberterra, Brayden and Julius." Brayden screams in Japanese, "Julius, it's mine! Give it back!" Lucinda screams, "Stop fighting now! Behave yourselves." Brayden says in French, "But Julius took my..." In Japanese, I'm sorry. In Japanese. "But Julius took my toy and he won't give it back." She takes the toy from Julius and says, "How many times have I told you to share?" Brayden turns to Lacey and says, "Who are they?" Lucinda says, "This is King Kendall and his wife Lily, and their children, Lacey, Clarissa, and the two babies are Alicia and Eric." Julius says in Japanese, "Let there be a rose." A blue and black rose falls into his hand. He walks over to Clarissa, hands it to her. She takes the rose and says, "Thank you, Prince Julius. Thank you, Prince Julius." He smiles and says, "I'm Prince Julius. I'm 5. How old are you?" "I'm Clarissa. I'll be 7 in the fall." He says, "You're older than me." "Yes, well, that doesn't mean we can still not be around each other." Brayden does the same with Lily, with a rose in his hand, and hands it to Lacey. Lacey was blushing. "Lucinda, boys, you need to go get ready for the grand ball." Brayden kisses Lacey's hand. She blushes even more. "Will I see you tonight, Lacey?" "Yes, she will, I think." "Mommy, are we going?" Of course you are, if your mother will have it," Lucinda says. I think we're going to get settled in. We need to discuss some things before." Lucinda says, "Okay, girls, maybe another time." Alright, this is the end of chapter 1. So, it's not very good. It doesn't really explain much, but I'm gonna go back later and write how they knew the dragon was coming and all of this, but this is just the rough draft of my book, and I wanted to share it with y'all.